Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basement Monsters Game Day Podcast. I'm Ivan Vargas. That's Luke Nettles, and we got a halftime score of 17-10. Los Angeles Chargers over the Las Vegas Raiders. And dude, like I was telling you about that Vegas defense, man. It's just so suspect. It's just so suspect. A last-minute drive that pretty much. I mean, we're gonna get to the beginning of this game in a second here, but I mean, the beginning of the first half. But that last drive, it just felt like they were just walking through it.
It's like they just gave up.
This is gonna have. It felt like they had no more push.
Right.
I don't know why. It just seemed too easy for the Chargers to just walk in. That was just too easy. I felt the entire drive that they were going to get points.
Yeah, it's just it's almost like that. I don't know what's going on with that Raiders defense. They are leaky, and then like I said, on top of that, it's effort. Like that guy that last touchdown in the first half was like that's the defense you're going to play on this dude. Like you still got to cover. I mean, they're still trying to score. You still got to cover. And it's just like I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Maybe it's just their effort is what's lacking. Maybe it's not coaching. Maybe it's effort. It just that last drive just didn't look like there was much effort out there.
Well, it's you got to. Yeah, all right. Let's get to the start. You know what? Because there was a lot to talk about at first. At the beginning of the game, it was kind of a stalemate, 7-7. Both teams went down. Both teams looked good, and then all of a sudden, it looked a little more Chargers than it did Raiders. And then all of a sudden, you had as the Raiders were going into it looked like they were going to score a touchdown. I'm not going to lie. It looked like they were going to score a touchdown. And then all of a sudden, you see a rollout to Derek Carr's right, and he comes up lame with the pulled groin. And it was clear as day, pulled groin. He grabbed it immediately, threw the ball, walked right into the locker room. I'm sure he's pissed. Nobody wanted to see that. You want to see the best game. I mean, you want to see the starters play in a game like this. It's a rivalry game, interstate rivalry game. Oh, it was an interstate rivalry game, but it's still a rivalry game. Old AFC opponents, and it just sucks to see a Derek Carr go down like that. But in steps in Marcus Mariota, and man, that first drive, Marcus Mariota was not playing, boy. Like he let him down the field. He threw a dime. Was it Aguilar who caught it? I'm not quite. Who caught that touch? Oh, Waller, our boy Waller.
Yeah.
83. Darren Waller caught that touchdown pass, and it was just perfectly placed. You saw Waller with the fingertips. I mean, he had to come all the way down to about his waist,
right,
to corral it, but he was fully extended, and the ball was like you said, fingertips. He caught the back end of the ball, and it was just an amazing throw, an amazing catch, an amazing touchdown play. That was one of the better throws and throwing catches I've seen all year. But then you have that question mark about the Raiders defense. Why do they play so? I mean, effort or do they play lax? I don't know. But just to allow them with a rookie quarterback, no matter how good he is, to just go down the field like that, John Gruden has to be pissed. Rod Marinelli, the interim defensive coordinator, he has to be pissed as well. Like you cannot allow that. Going at 3 points, I could understand. 3 points, all right, give it up 3, but 6, it's just inexcusable going into the half like that. Like I talk about it with the Bears, I say the same thing. You can't allow 6 that easy going into a half.
No, that's momentum that could carry over into the second half. And if they come out and keep that momentum going, then boom, you're down 2 scores, and then next thing you know, you're playing from behind with your backup quarterback. I mean, I know Mariota has started in the NFL, so I feel a little bit better about him coming in than some of these other backup QBs around the league. But who knows? I mean, maybe Mariota starts making plays with his feet as well, and that's what kind of gets him out of this slump on. I mean, the offense is going to be the offense, but it's all defense. But hopefully Mariota can come out and do something to get some points on the board for these guys, so that kind of try to inspire that defense or jumpstart them, if you will.
Well, it's funny that you say that. He's had time under John Gruden now.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see him progressing. But John Gruden, he's done well with Derek Carr, even though I'm sure he doesn't like Derek Carr. Derek Carr's had some of his better – statistically, he's had better some of his best games. But, I mean, you still need a running game. You still need a running game for the Raiders.
And they need a pass rush.
I like Mariota as a backup coming in because, like you said, his legs are a threat. And, I mean, a little more than Derek Carr's because I thought Derek Carr should have ran the ball in. I thought he was going to take off and maybe just get it close, and they were still going to attempt to score. But I mean, it sucks all around for Derek Carr. But Marcus Mariota has that threat. Those legs those legs can't take off on you, and they'll leave you.
Oh yeah, and like I said, if he gets hot, I mean, I know they don't have Ruggs, but if he gets hot, and starts putting some points up, I mean, that defense is going to have to, they're going to have to make some stops in order for him to be able to continue to put points up. I mean, he can't constantly be chasing down the Chargers from behind. Right. At that point, you just expect him to work a miracle, and he's not that kind of quarterback. So the other thing is the Raiders. Hey, where's your pass rush, buddy?
Yeah.
Let's get after this guy. Let's start blitzing, Marinelli.
You know what? Like the thing is that they're getting there with the pass rush. They're getting close with the pass rush. They're just not getting home. Right. You see a quick release from Justin Herbert, and you see him being able. You had Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Referring like some of the rollouts that he has, and some of the body, like the mannerisms of the style of play, reminded them of Aaron Rodgers. Like it looked like Aaron Rodgers he missed a wide open receiver. It was going to be it would have been a nice catch and grab, but I mean it would have been tough rolling to his right, trying to throw a dime, on the sideline. But they said he looked like Aaron Rodgers. That's Aaron Rodgers-esque. And he's looking great. The guy he's 16 of 20, 194 and 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that guy's the friend. The guy is the future of the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, he's we know for a fact that he's locked in over there. They're going to need some more help. We've talked about their defense on the pregame. And even maybe another wide receiver or something wouldn't hurt for them, and a running back. So. But to me, with the Chargers, he's like, you can see Justin Herbert. He's making do with what he has. But if the defense can hold, and like we talked about how they dropped some games late, we could see that again here. So let's see if their defense can hold up.
What Rod Marinelli's been doing, and the secondary has really been letting the Raiders down. Rod Marinelli has that front line playing great. I mean, they've only allowed Eckler 18 yards on 7 carries, and Ballage has 4 for 8. It's been tough picking, slim pickings for the running game, and I feel like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? If you can beat them through the air, go ahead by all means. Justin Herbert's been looking great, but I feel like you're only up 7. I believe the Raiders get the ball, if I'm not mistaken. But you're up 7 going into the second half. You got to be able to control the clock because you know how this team they falter in that second half, dude. They end up losing games in the fourth quarter that they probably should have won. So for the Chargers, they need to really. I know they're out. The Raiders are out. Their starting quarterback, but I mean that makes no difference. You've been dropping games. You had a nice win last week, but you've been dropping games all season late. So the focus needs to stay on right now, and I think running the football and dragging that clock out, and hopefully that defense can continue to play well. I feel like they're playing well. I think you're going to end up with a win, but you need to keep establishing the run. You need to go attack and eat some of that clock.
Yeah, the other thing is I don't want to see Gruden babysit Mariota. Let the guy go out there and throw. Like I don't want to see these dink and dunks. Like you have some confidence in him. Let him throw down the field. Back that Chargers defense up a little bit, make them start having to respect your pass, and then let's get Jacobs going and Rashard, and let's start running the ball, man, because that's you need to burn the clock, and get you tie it, whatever. Eventually you're gonna have to, either way, whoever's winning later or late in the game, that run is going to be important because that's how you're going to put the other team to bed because you're going to keep their offense off the field. So both of these run games really need to get going because they're pretty sad as of right now. Vegas has 44, Chargers has 32. You know, that's first quarter yardage. You know what I mean? So, and we're already at halftime. So these running games are going to have to pick up in order for. So you know, that's how someone's going to put someone away. Whoever's running team gets going better is going to win the game.
I agree. I totally agree. All right, man. We're going to go ahead. The second half is underway, and it looks like the Chargers have the ball first. So they could go ahead and go up 14 points.
Mm-hmm.
This is gut check
Crucial.
time for the Raiders defense. This
Crucial.
is gut check. Yeah, crucial.
It's a crucial
and
time for them right now.
I'm sure John was in their ass. John was in their ass because if you go out and come out in the second half and you allow another touchdown as easy as you did late in that first half, man, I don't know if you come back in this game. And I think that the blowout that I predicted is on. I really do.
It could be.
Look, let's see the first play. Pass interference on the first play of the second half.
Yeah,
all right, you know, like I said, I think they need to go ahead and establish a run. They're out here passing on the first play of the game, and it was clear pass interference. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to see you in the post game. This is the Basement Monsters podcast on Sports Zone Chicago. I'm Ivan Vargas. That's Luke Nettles. Peace.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.